Okay, so today I am going to teach you guys how to dry herbs, which is very easy and really fun. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is cut all the herb that you want to dry. Here's all my oregano sitting here waiting to be washed. So as you can see, I'm just taking the piece of oregano and the leaves at the very end, just sliding my fingers up the stalk really quickly to take the leaves off. And all the while making kind of a bunch with the rest. Okay, and you can see here I've got a pretty good sized bunch. All the stalks at the bottom are cleaned. You want to make sure when you're drying herbs or anything that you don't try to dry too big of a bunch. If you have a really big, thick bunch of herbs, sometimes it won't dry in the center before like a mold or fungus kind of sets in, and you want to make sure this dries nice and completely and doesn't get all funky, or else it will be completely unusable. So this you can see the amount I have here. It's probably, when I put it all together, about ½ an inch thick. And I wouldn't go thicker than an inch usually when you're drying stuff. Right, Kitty? Yeah. Okay, next you're just going to give this bunch of herbs a really good wash. What's really nice about growing your own herbs is you know what was put onto this. I didn't spray this. There's no chemicals. There's nothing harsh. You know, really, I'm washing this to make sure there's no dirt on it, because otherwise this is just a natural plant. There's no pesticides or anything funky on this. Now, this is my little trick. I like to put my herbs gently into my salad spinner, and I just really gently kind of bend them around. When you hang your herbs up, you want them to be clean, but really not retaining a lot of water. And I feel like when I use my salad spinner, I can really get the water off the leaves. So you'll see I had already shaken this out over the sink and tried to get all the loose water out, but you'll see how much more water actually comes off of this. So I'm going to give it a couple turns. There we go. Take a break. And, you know, I'm doing this one-handed, but we'll just gently take this out. And you can see I'll shake it over the sink. It's really pretty dry. And if you look at the salad spinner, quite a bit of water still was on there. Okay, and this is the last step. We've got our clean bunch of oregano. You want to make sure the stalks are nice and straight and together. And what I do, please also make sure that you've removed all the leaves. If you leave leaves in there, that can kind of hold moisture to the stem, and either the bundle can fall apart as it starts to dry, or it can get moldy. But what I do at this point is I take a simple rubber band and I just wrap. I want to make it pretty tight, because as these stems dry, they're going to shrink a little bit. So you don't want pieces falling out. I usually do this with 2 different rubber bands. Okay. And the last thing I do, which is a fun little trick, is I take a paper clip. And all you have to do is take a paper clip and bend it into an S shape. All right. And then just hook it underneath part of the rubber band like this. Okay, so we're ready to hang here, and you're just going to hang it any place that is out of direct sunshine and cool and dry. You really don't want to hang these in windows. You don't want to hang them in the basement if you have a wet basement. You don't want to hang them over a stove, because you do not want grease popping up onto the leaves. But I hang mine, I have a pot rack in the middle of my kitchen out of direct sunlight, and that's where I leave my herbs. Okay, and here you can see a completed bundle, nice and dry. It'll take maybe 2.5 weeks for this, depending on how big of a bundle you make, for them to dry completely. But a simple test is you can just take a little piece. The leaf should come off easily, and it should be able to crumble into dust when you rub it into your fingers. Okay? What I do after these are dried is I'm going to remove the rubber band and just take all the leaves from the stem, and then I put them in an airtight container, ready to use. And these will last, I mean, I use these all year long. We grow a lot of tomatoes. I can a lot of tomatoes, so making sauces and everything like that is just great. And just, in my opinion, way better than what you can get in the store. So hopefully this was a helpful video for everybody, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Visit us at www.sherwoodtaylor.com or check out Sherwood Seeds on Etsy. And thanks for your support, guys. Bye-bye.